tinimi hai enemi kwaji why bona mi surono dimenim se tumberi ma Yehovah ni kasi you do not lie, you do not fail. What is hard for you to do? It doesn't exist. It can never ever resist. You do not lie, you do not fail. What is hard for you to do? It doesn't exist. It can never resist. According to your knowledge and your will for me, what you've said you have done, I just need to align. Because you are not a man that changes your mind. Oh, those that know you will trust in you, not in horses and chariots, but the arm of flesh. No man can prevail. Hey, no man, no man, no man, no man. Our confidence is in you. What is hard? What is hard? What is hard for you, Jesus? It doesn't exist.
F.A. Grace, thank you so much. My goodness, what a way to start our Mother's Day program for today. Now today we are celebrating all mothers out there. We know how mothers struggle to take care of their children. It's not just that, but even having the children. Let's talk about mothering the mother. Who mothers the mother? It's something that we ignore all the time. And we want to say a very big thank you to F.A. Grace for opening this program for us today. F.A., I know that you are doing a lot. I can't let you go without telling us exactly what you're doing. Now today is a Mother's Day, but before you wish your mom well, tell us what you're doing.
So I have a program coming up on the 20th of May. The Grace Effect live recording concert is happening at the Makers House Chapel, Destiny Arena, and the time is 4 p.m. sharp. We have great ministers on board, and I'm just asking you to pray with us. And please come in your numbers. Don't miss out. We're gonna have a great time in the presence of God. So don't miss out. See you on the 20th of May.
Right. And of course your mom is watching. You have a lot of mothers as well.
Yes,
you can't go without wishing them a happy Mother's Day.
Yes, I want to wish all mothers happy Mother's Day. God bless you all.
So on today's show, what we want to talk about is postnatal depression, a conversation that we neglect all the time. Who mothers the mother is a question we ask, right? But the most important question is, how does a woman who is struggling from postnatal depression get help? And this is the conversation that we are having. Now, 1 out of 10 women actually do struggle with postnatal depression. This conversation, you cannot miss out on it. As we talk about this, so do we talk with some women out there who are struggling to take care of their children. They are struggling to make an ends meet to take care of the children. We are celebrating them. Let's hear their stories right here on the show. And we'll not do just that. We'll serenade you with some great music, because we have Minister Kofi Pepra here and also Minister Cece Baidu. Now, today's show is definitely going to be a great one. If you're wearing heels, take off those heels. I might be taking off mine very soon. Now, if you're wearing boots, take them off as well. And make sure you dance when we gotta dance, and you celebrate when we gotta celebrate. Do stay with us. My name is Rosalind Felly. It's all about mothers this Mother's Day. And some men will actually argue us and say that we don't celebrate men enough. But when you know or you hear about the struggles that mothers go through, you understand why we celebrate mothers. I want you to take a look at this video. Now, we went to Ridge Hospital. I want to say a very big thank you to Ridge Hospital for opening their doors to us. Went there, spoke to some new mothers, and they shared their experience with us. Take a look at this video.
Well, we're here at Ridge and we're going to talk to some new mothers so they share their experiences with us. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing good. Yourself?
I'm doing well. So you had a baby just today, right?
Yes, just some minutes ago.
Wow, how are you feeling?
Um, I've been looking forward to this. I didn't think it would be so soon, but I think God has been good.
Na mekɔn dɔ nneɛma paa. Sɛ wodidi wie sɛ wonya biribi fa w'anum. Afei aduane no so wodi too much a na ayɛ sɛ wɔmfe bi sa. Nti ne sɛ wodi too much sa. Nti medi kakra bi a na makɔpɛ drink bi. Therefore m'anum.
Ahyɛseɛ no deɛ, afie deɛ mefa no kwa. Mekɔtwa me ti nyinaa mpo. Sana menim sɛ saa na ɛte.
And na oho yeraw.
Ɛna den bio. Ɛnya be ma ne support a kakra nka mesi nka mekɔ akɔyi.
Oh. Oho na yeraw na.
Because na mentimi nkɔ me nan fufuo mu. Ti ɛbɛyɛ kakra megye tu mu. Megye tu mu nso so. Me ba ɛbɛyɛ kakra no afei na mentimi didi ne adeɛ no. Afei mentimi didi pa.
I wouldn't say I suffered, but I went through like a painful labor. I wasn't dilating. My water didn't break. They had to break it. So before they took me to theater, it was stressful.
Wow, stories, right? And I guess you are surprised. Quite emotional. We always think that having babies is all about the smiles, but there's more to it. That is why we are having this particular conversation. And the conversation we are having is postnatal depression. I did mention earlier that 1 out of 10 mothers struggle with this, but we hardly talk about it. Now, on today's show, I have an activist who is in the person of Felicia Edem Atipo. She's a very good friend, I must say. And earlier I did mention, I was like, oh, Felicia, I never knew that you struggled with this. So I'm glad and I'm excited that you are here today to share your experience with the world, because we hardly talk about this. Yeah. And then I also have a clinical psychologist. She's in the person of Dr. Esinu Agbeli. I got it right? Agbeli. See, I try. Give me 5 for trying. Oh, I don't try. It's not that bad, right? It's not that bad. Want to say a very big thank you to all our sponsors for having our back today. A very big thank you to Savida Borre Kente. A big thank you to Skywater, to El Olam Event Solutions, to Mac Felix, to Sankofa Natural Spices, Medisoft Medicated Soap. A big thank you to Labadi Beach Hotel. Super grateful for giving us this lovely place. A big thank you to my dress sponsor, that's Ladies In Collections as well. Let's quickly delve into our conversation. Now, let me start off with you, Doc, because this conversation actually we'll have to bring a clinical psychologist in before we even bring an activist in who has experienced it. Doc, 1 out of 10 women suffer with postnatal depression. The question here is, what is even postnatal depression in the first place? Because we hardly talk about it.
Yeah, so postnatal depression, like natal is a Latin word, so post after, and then natal after birth. So basically postnatal depression is developing depression after birth. That's basically what it is.
But why is this so much in childbirth? What causes it?
So there is not a particular thing that causes the postnatal depression. There are several factors that play a role. For instance, somebody who has already suffered depression before in the past has a higher risk of getting postnatal depression. Yes, and then somebody who has a family history of postnatal depression, maybe the mother suffered or an aunt suffered postnatal depression, they are likely to get postnatal depression as well.
Right.
And then having certain social stresses as well, like somebody who a single mother is more likely to suffer from postnatal depression than somebody who has a partner or is married. And then the support systems as well. So there are a number of factors that play a role for which somebody can develop postnatal depression.
Let me bring you in, Adam. Of course, you have a story to share with us. Share your story.
Okay, so at the age of 20, I got pregnant. In fact, I didn't know I was pregnant till I was about 8 months. And, well, I was thinking I was like 3 months. So I tried so many means to get the baby aborted. I went to friends to help me abort the pregnancy. The friends were like, okay, take Guinness and gin. Some would say, just hit your tummy on
A hard surface?
A hard surface. Nothing came. So then I had to quickly go to the hospital. Now I had to steal my mother's money. She told me to go and pay her tithe. And I took the money, Presbyterian, they have this tithe book. And I just wrote the amount and then tried to sign it. I kept the money and went to one of these clinics. And then the doctor said, no, this pregnancy is too old. I can't abort it. And at that time, I didn't know how old the pregnancy was. So it took me a long time, I think 2-3 weeks back and forth. Then I had to accept the fact that I was pregnant. My daddy had died. My mom was depressed. So it was a huge problem. I had to go to my grandmom. So I went there, I settled in. The first week I went to antenatal. The second week I delivered.
What?
Yes.
Your tummy didn't come out?
No, it didn't come out. Everybody was shocked, but I didn't have this vomiting. No. It was by the time I realized I had a baby. So one, I wasn't prepared to sort of, the gentleman in question too was a student. And I mean, now I have a baby. What do I do with it? So then I went through a lot. And I also didn't know what I was going through. At a point, there was this conversation between my mom and my grandmom. And my mom had gone to see the guy. And then the guy was like, no, he wasn't going to marry me because he wasn't ready. And I loved him so much that when I was holding the baby and I heard that he said he wasn't going to marry me, I just dropped the baby just like that. Wow. So, and luckily nothing happened to her. She didn't run temperature. But then the process, what I went through, I was not educated. Nobody told me how pregnancy, the postnatal thing was. I didn't know.
The stress.
Yeah, the stress. Sometimes I feel like killing the baby. Sometimes I feel like going to dump the baby somewhere. Sometimes I feel like, look, why don't I just leave the baby and go? And I remember one time, my late mom, decided, okay, she was bringing him back to her place because now I couldn't cope. I was always furious. I couldn't, I don't know, everything was, I would say, bazaar for me. So I went to my mom and my mom was like, okay, let's take the baby to crèche. The baby was 3 months. Sometimes I leave the baby at the crèche. I've forgotten I have a baby. Oh, wow. And then I was doing my attachment at National Theatre. And then we have concert party. And I'm coming at 1 a.m. and my baby is at the crèche. I've forgotten. So I didn't know I was depressed.
I was going to ask you,
yes.
With all of these things, did you ever know that you were depressed in any way?
And nobody knew I was depressed. Nobody knew. I mean,
you thought it was normal.
I thought it was normal.
You were
exactly.
just busy.
I was just busy. What to eat, what to wear with the kids. We were just there. Sometimes I would just buy gari, put it in a bowl, and just give it to my daughter, and she'd sit and then eat the gari and then drink water.
What was your mom?
My mom was there. My mom was a depressed woman. That the husband had died, and she was also going through a lot. So everybody tried, but nobody knew, and I also didn't know what I was going through. One, I felt that I gave birth at the wrong time. 2, I wasn't going to marry. 3, the kind of class or the kind of living, the family I came from. I was a young lady in Burma camp where parents looked up to me. I was a church organist. Oh, this girl is...
Oh, you play the organ?
I play the organ.
Oh my God.
I'm not playing it today.
You know I was going to do that.
Yeah, I
but
know.
Anyway.
So everybody was like, look, this girl, and an officer's daughter. And to come think of it, that girl has given birth to. So the rumor and everything, I had to stop church and then be with my grandmom, who I had to go to church. And when you are going and you put on lipstick, she'll get on the road and then use her scarf to clean your mouth and your face. Life was so different.
So how did you eventually discover that you were depressed?
I never knew I was depressed until recently I got to know, that was depression. Right. And I know that's how I got closer to ladies, teenage pregnancy girls, single parents, and nobody understands them. I tell them, look, you are depressed. So now I know, and the symptoms are the same. You are dirty. You can't take care of yourself. You can't take care of your baby. I mean, you don't know how, you don't have hygiene. Nobody's teaching you, and you are tired. Okay, nobody come close to you.
When you get help, does it help? Let me bring you in, Doc.
So yes, it does help. Like for instance, just taking her story, it shows that she was actually depressed even before she gave birth, because there were a lot of factors playing. Father had passed, mother was also grieving, she probably was also grieving, and the thought of everything that is happening anew. So she probably was depressed even before giving birth, and that is also a risk factor for that. But then, if for instance the early stages, trying to cope with the fact that she was pregnant, she had sought, well, they didn't know, but I mean, if some help had been sought, usually in the early stages, some solutions can be given so that it doesn't progress to become a severe form, like the way it's now affecting function. So it becomes more of a depression when it starts affecting function, in that caring for the baby, you are unable to do so. Caring for yourself, that's what she talked about. You are not caring for your own personal hygiene. Things you would normally have done, you no longer are doing them. And then one thing that we always sometimes overlook is people get very irritable. It's like they easily get angered. We are always in tune to the fact that when somebody is depressed, they are more likely to be down, be crying. But sometimes some people get very irritable because they are frustrated at what they are going through. They don't understand what they are going through. And so it manifests in that.
Can it be suicidal?
So yes, they can get suicidal. So postnatal depression is like any other depression. It's just the period in which it occurs.
Okay.
About 6 to 12 weeks post when you deliver. So it's just any other depression, but it's occurring after childbirth.
You know, some women actually do struggle with high blood pressure when they are pregnant. Can it also be a factor to you experiencing postnatal depression after your baby?
So research hasn't really told us that is a factor. It's something that we used to think about, that maybe complications even during the pregnancy or during delivery was related. But recent research doesn't pinpoint that is a risk factor. Some of the risk factors is what I told you about earlier.
But can it also be that you have all the support that you need, but you still get depressed?
Yes.
How?
Yes.
Because with Adam's story, we'll say that maybe because she didn't have, that much support. Yes, her mother was there, but her mother was depressed. Her mother was going through a lot. Then she didn't have a husband, which she was hoping to have. So somebody might have a husband, have all the money, have all the support, but still having depression.
Yes.
How is that possible?
So like I said, people may be prone to getting depression just because they have a family member that has had depression before or had any mental health illness. And then as individuals, we all have ways in which we cope with stresses. Having a newborn baby is stressful in itself. If you have a baby that's not going to sleep at night, that's stressful. Just being a new parent. So usually it's even higher for persons who give birth for the first time, because like just the thought of having a newborn is stressful, and people deal with stresses differently. So somebody can have everything that they could be possibly given, but then can still develop postnatal
Now, Adam,
depression.
I don't know how you did it, but you managed to get out of it. So does it mean that the depression can be a phase and then you get out of it? Or once it comes, it stays?
I realized that yes, it could be a phase, but it depends on the individual. I think I was young and I really wanted to, still start life at a point. So I had to put the rest behind me and then move on. But I've come into contact with a lot of ladies who have still not been able to come out of it. I have a lady with me now. She has 2 kids. The first one is 2 years and the second one is 1 year. Different parents. And the society is not helping her. She came in she came in when she was having the baby at 7 months, and a young lad, a young dude saw him, and then saw her, and then she was like, "Oh, I'll take care of you." By the time she's realized the baby she was breastfeeding was about 9 months, and then she was already pregnant, and the guy disappeared. So, and everybody was chastising her. You're a bad girl. You are this. You are that. You know, the society was not helping until I got into contact with her when she had delivered the baby, and I brought her in. Quickly, I saw that she was depressed. So I brought her to my home. I stay with her, and I start talking to her. Sometimes her things, the things she does, I see myself when I was 20 years old. She's doing the same thing. So I try to talk to her and say, "Lord, let's do it this way. You have the opportunity to go again." And it's like, who will marry me? Where do I start from? What am I going to say? What am I going to tell the children? I think, no, I'm done with it. I'm going to kill myself and leave the kids to you. So you see that the society is not helping.
Yeah.
If you have people around who will encourage you that all is not lost, give stories to people that, look, this person had made it. This is how she started. So I always use my story to her and encourage her that, look, now I'm on my own. Now I'm this, but I went through what you went through. So as a face, and then now gradually she's accepting it. But then when she goes to church, and unfortunately our churches are not helping.
I was going to say just that.
When she goes to church, it's another story. Your mother is doing you. If you are not careful, you have so many kids, men, and that sort of things. This lady is not working. She's trying menial jobs, and then bring 500 CDs. I'll do this for you. So she's actually in a confused state now. But we are trying. So sometimes she tells her, "Oh, the woman I'm staying with says this." She sat down and said, "Oh, the woman cried there saying has issues. Tell her that she should come so that I do something for her." And I said, "Me, I won't go." You see, so some churches, some prey on these young women, and or women who have these issues, and probably they know, but because they want people and also want them to get so close to their attached, be dependent on them, they try to manipulate them.
And this is another issue altogether.
Yes.
Now, Doc, I know society is a contributing factor. Church is a contributing factor. Now,
Big
some
time.
churches, actually, when you get pregnant, you can't even sit at certain places in the church. You can't play certain roles in the church. You can't participate in certain things in the church. How do we help women who already are struggling with the fact that they might be single mothers, who are struggling with the fact that maybe they didn't even expect this pregnancy to come in, before I even go into the conversation of a married woman with, depression?
Yes, so basic, there is help. There is help in all forms. So there are various categories of postnatal depression. Generally, even most women who give birth generally go through what we call postnatal blues. It's like a very short period of feeling overwhelmed by the fact that you have a baby. Some may cry, but it lasts shortly.
That's a blues.
That's the blues. Then if it goes on and it's affecting function and all that, then it progresses to depression. And even in the depression, we have mild, moderate, severe forms. So it's manageable. Usually the postnatal blues, we don't do much about it. We reassure the patient, make sure the patient is recognizing what is happening and monitors themselves. And even family, it's not just about the patient. Family also monitors what is going on. When they go to postnatal care, the midwives can monitor what is going on. But when it progresses to depression, in the mild to moderate forms, there is help, therapy. Usually we don't go straight to medications. Therapy helping them cope with the fact that they have a newborn, allowing support systems to come in. You may not have a partner, you may not be married, but that does not mean there is no support. Even the postnatal facilities can give support, parents can give support, friends can give support, and even the internet can give some level of support. So some of them even have what we call support groups, where they share ideas on how they were able to survive, like she was talking about. But then from some level of the moderate to severe, then medications come in addition to the therapy.
Okay.
So medications can come in. So there are points where we may even have to admit, because then the patient is a danger to themselves, the mother, or to the baby. Like she mentioned, where she felt like throwing the baby away or killing them. Some people get to that point where it's like they want to kill the baby or they want to take their own lives. And in that point, that's not where we are going to do therapy. That's when medications come in to add to the therapy. So those are the helping points.
You know, somebody will be wondering, if I'm so confident, I've wanted a baby for so long and I finally have a baby, can I also suffer postnatal depression?
Yes. So like you mentioned, the statistics is actually 1 to 1.5.
So it's not like
you know,
that you can actually help it, right?
you know, so there are things you can do to try to prevent that, but there's not a clear-cut rule that this is what I can do to prevent.
Let's talk about what we can do to prevent it, because it's also a concern. If I'm watching from home and I'm wondering, okay, I'm going to be a mother very soon, how can I prevent postnatal depression from happening?
Yes, so like I said, preventing it per se is not something that we can say we can do. However, generally, when someone is pregnant, you should be going for your antenatal visits. If there are any challenges you are having, talk to someone. Talk to your midwife, talk to your doctor, talk to a friend, talk to your partner. Just voicing out whatever challenges you are having is the first step to getting some help. And then once you have delivered, if you start noticing that you are feeling sad for more than 2 weeks, most part of the day, you're feeling sad. It's affecting how you're feeding the baby. It's affecting, generally, yes, when we give birth, we can't sleep because the baby is not asleep. When the baby sleeps now, you have other things to do. But then you are realizing that you are finding it more and more difficult to attend to yourself, to attend to the baby. Speak up. If you don't speak up, no one will know what is going on, and then we can't give you the help.
Adam, let me bring you in here before we round up the conversation. I know somebody might have just tuned in and would have been wondering what are some of the things to look out for when it comes to postnatal depression. I know you've mentioned it briefly, but let's hammer a bit on it, because if I don't know I'm struggling with it, I can't even get help in the first place.
So, expectations. I always say that when you travel out and you're pregnant, they take you through schools, what to expect even when you give birth. But here, we don't. Antenatal just give you a little. When you go for antenatal, just a little of it. I mean, how is the baby doing? Go do scan, labs, and all that. What to expect, your back pain, the baby will be kicking at this time, and that's it. But when you deliver, it's like, oh, don't worry, it's here. But if we are able to let us know exactly what to expect, because I quite remember that I was at a point, a friend was telling me that if you are expecting a girl and then as a boy,
It's another thing altogether.
It's another
right?
thing altogether.
I know somebody who's
Yes.
experienced it. She actually went to the hospital with pink clothes and had a boy.
Another boy.
And the boy had to wear the pink clothes.
Yes. Don't want to, I believe you get depression. So many things, so many factors. Even the change in your body, you can get depressed.
Yeah.
So I believe that as a woman, if you have decided, let's put aside we the young ones who are not expecting, but if you are married and you have decided, tune your mind. I mean, try and as much as get a lot of education and even read more about depression, postnatal depression, what to expect. Why are you having this depression? What is it? So that when you are depressed, knowing the problem is have the problem solved.
Right.
So you know that you are changing. You are becoming aggressive. Because I was very aggressive. You talk to me, I was at a point fighting even trotro drivers.
Oh, wow.
And mates.
For no reason.
For no reason. Just because of probably 50 pesos or something, then you are so angry. So immediately you see your body like, no, I think I'm being depressed. So this is what I have to do. So I think that as women, we need to educate ourselves more. If the hospitals, the clinics, will have to do more than checking the baby and all that. We used to have antenatal classes. I think now we don't have it again because it's one-on-one with the doctor. And if you don't have much like me, the nurse will take care of you and then that's go home. So I think the antenatal classes, I don't know if it's still...
If we can bring it back, right?
We have to bring it back, but more detailed. So that one day you are going, you know that, look, I'm going for antenatal. I'll go 8 o'clock. I'm coming at 3 p.m. because we are going to talk a lot about ourselves.
I wish
and
I had all the
baby.
time, but I don't, and so I have to round up this conversation. But thank you so much. And then maybe there's a young girl out there or a woman out there who's struggling with this. Is this okay? So producers just gave me more minutes. Hello. All right, so the conversation is getting interesting, so I'm guessing that's why. Now, let me come to you, Essie. Do you have a lot of women coming to, see you with depression? Postnatal depression, actually.
So I would say yes and no because I'm practicing in a big psychiatric hospital. So generally, yes, women who haven't given birth do come in with depression. Actually, depression is commoner in women than in men.
Right.
Yes. But then with regards to a lot of postnatal mental health issues, postnatal depression is commoner than all other mental health issues.
But do they seek help?
So people are seeking help. I would say some partners are doing well. Sometimes it is they that actually notice the changes.
Let me ask you this. What can a partner do to help a partner?
So you should know your partner. If there are changes that are occurring, you should be able to tell. Support the woman. There are periods.
Don't be aggressive when she's aggressive.
Yes.
And you know that thing?
Yeah.
Don't be aggressive when she's aggressive.
Yes.
So nighttime feedings, she could express into a bottle. You can take a night or two out of the week so that she can rest. There are periods when she needs to rest. She needs to take care of herself because especially if you have those cranky kind of babies who are crying every 2 hours, it's difficult to be able to take care of yourself and take care of the baby as well. So support is a very good thing that partners can give. Taking care of the baby, learn how to change diapers. It won't kill you.
It won't kill you, honey. It ain't gonna kill you. Now, let me ask you this, Adam. You have dealt with a lot of these women.
Yeah.
Now, young ladies of today don't want to breastfeed. Can we attribute that to postnatal depression?
It could be. It could be. I've not really met. Okay, I deal more with the single parents and then the teenage girls. I deal more with them, and it's not about breastfeeding and even their body. It's about what next. What am I going to eat? What is my child going to eat? How the society is looking at me? When can I move from one step to another? I want it badly. So this is what sometimes causes them that depression. I tell them like one step at a time. If you have life, you have everything. Just take it one step at a time. And the support systems. Sometimes my hands are too full. I cannot help. Where is your auntie? Where is your mother? My mother says I have disgraced her, so she doesn't want to see me because I have delivered. They talk to me, I didn't listen. I tell you, it's okay. Let's take it one step at a time. So it's like just encouraging the person and making the person trust you. So when he's going through that, I quickly say, no, it's normal. I understand you. So I always tell these young ladies that nobody will understand you better than I do.
Right.
Because I have been through it. And unfortunately, I didn't know what it was. My mother didn't know. My grandmother didn't know. My auntie didn't know. It's like, and you can't on person or you understand? So now when they talk, I said, just take it easy. I know what she's going to. I'll talk to her. You calm the person down. You show that person the love. Because when we throw them away or you drive them away, they go do worse. They go to people who tell them what they want to hear. And there are people out there, there are men, there are pastors, all of them, they will just pray on them and then confuse them and then make their life miserable.
Right. Now, as you know, so this thing where people feel that when you have a baby, there's sometimes a refusal to touch my baby or hold my baby or breastfeed. That's why I brought the breastfeeding in there. Could also that be some sort of depression, or depression actually starts at a certain point after childbirth?
So just from when the child is born.
Oh, right.
So it could be immediately, although generally it peaks within the 3rd or 4th week after delivering. So it could also just be the fact that the person is just anxious about a new baby, what to do. Sometimes you've learned everything that you need to know, but then the moment gets there, like even an exam is like, yes, like, wow, there's a baby, I have to breastfeed. Then all of a sudden you've forgotten how to even breastfeed, where to hold the baby. So that can occur, but it does not necessarily mean the person is depressed.
Is depressed,
Yeah.
right? Ladies, thank you so much.
Thank
and I know
you.
there are women who are watching, not even just women, because we actually did speak about partners helping their wives. How can they reach you? Essie, probably there's somebody out there who needs your help, wants their partner to come see you.
So I'm currently with Kolebu Teaching Hospital, the psychiatry department, as well as Accra Psychiatric
Right.
Hospital. But any mental health facility, so Pantine is there, Kolebu, like I said, APH is there, Ankafol is there, and most of the primary care facilities will be able to refer you to us. If you need help.
Dr. Esinu Agbeli.
Yes.
I got it right this time. Clinical psychologist, thank you so much for being here. And if somebody out there needs your support, how can the person get in
You
touch?
just go to Facebook and then look out for Miahima Edematipu. At least when you see Miahima, you see a beautiful lady smiling there.
It's your smile for us all the
You
time.
see. And just send me a message. I'll reach out to you anywhere you are.
Thank you so much for being here, Edematipu.
welcome.
We are super grateful.
Thank
And of
you.
course, if you are home today, we are mothering the mother. It's all about mothers this day. We celebrate every mother out there. But a very big thank you to all our sponsors for making this possible. Big thank you to you, Labadi Beach Hotel, for this beautiful place. A big thank you to you as well, Silver Hair Salon. You are giving all our ladies some treats. They're actually going to get massage and some treats there. I'm actually very envious of that. A big thank you to you also, Sky Water, for giving us the best water. Now, this is the best water in town. If you are looking for any water to drink, it tastes so good. I'm like, sometimes when I drink it, I'm like, is this really water? This is water. Very, very purified water. Also, El Olam Event Solutions. If you're having an event and you want to chill your drinks, these are the people to call. They'll be at your doorstep to serve you. You'll not complain about the heat in the drink anymore. You have the chill drink. You know our weather is very hot. So call on them. Also, a big thank you to Mac Felix. They make the best plantain chips in town. Do you chew any other plantain chips? Chew only Mac Felix. Trust me.
I hear
You
you.
come and say thank you. You say thank you, Rosalie, for recommending Mac Felix to me. And also a big thank you to Savida Bonre Kente. I look always fabulous in my Kente. They are always giving me Kente. And I love you, Savida. Also, Sankofa Natural Spices, the best spices in town. They don't add any sugar, no salt, 100% natural spice. A big thank you to also Medisoft Medicator Soap for giving us the best soap in town that actually kills 99% of germs. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll definitely be serenaded by Kofi Pepra. Do stay.
Lord. Every time is worship time. Let's bless the Lord. In what was the street? I see someone achieve. And so on our chain. Era dienim. Onya wanting for all den taban to say. I know more kodia. Oh to Mirica. Na aba. Oh nanchia omere. Era diama yo. Na tibomu odeshie wan shemitiri ni ikatabo altini pashe mafnumuma wama makuma shamo shese ya tamfu eniu intimira ya tiasi wunyu nasia na ya betena wunyu nasio na ya beteno wunyu nasi wunyu nasi wunyu nasi.
how we celebrate mothers today. We are mothering the mothers out there. Who mothers the mother? We always leave that out. And today we have some great women here who are struggling being mothers. They are combining making an ends meet and taking care of their children. But hey, Coffee Paper.
Mrs. Rose,
Hello.
it's always good to see you.
It's always good to see you. First
You're
of all, I
always
want to say, oh, thank you.
Always
Okay,
glowing.
Okay. Now, I want to say a very big thank you.
The pleasure's mine.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you so
always honoring our
you.
invitation.
Thank you. The pleasure's
Do you have
mine.
anything you're doing that you want to talk about?
Yes. I mean, keep streaming my songs. I have the live in Kumasi EP.
Oh, it's a great
Yeah,
one.
and I thank God for all the songs on it. And I want to say to all mothers, don't let go of faith. Keep holding on to faith. Keep loving those children. They are your breakthrough. They are going to grow up, and you will never regret you took time to take care of them. Your pain will pay off one day. God bless you.
God bless you. A special Mother's Day message to any mother out there?
Yes, we love you, mothers. As I said, we
No,
love
maybe
you.
you have a special mother you want to mention a name.
Yeah,
And
you
I'm
know,
a dog, so.
my mother is there, every time it's worship mama, Mama Kofi Bebra is there, And thank you so much, mommy, and also to my pastor's wife, of course, my mother in church, and to all mothers in Ghana. I love you. To the First Lady of Ghana, we love you all. God bless you. Keep supporting, keep praying for us. God bless you.
We are mothering the mothers today, and we celebrate every single mother out there. Today, we've said it time and again, that is Mother's Day. We know the men, some men, I'll say all men, because I know how some men will be celebrating mothers. But there are some men out there who will say, we don't celebrate them enough. Just understand. I know you watched the video that we played earlier. You definitely listened to the conversation that we had earlier with regards to postnatal depression. It's now to hear from the women out there who are struggling to make an ends meet to take care of their children. And I would like them to introduce themselves today, because I don't want to take too much of the conversation. It's Yanko Tree and Yanko Brofo. Yanko Tree. Tree Brofo.
Yeah. Tree Brofo.
Tree Brofo. Mema Mwakwaba.
Yeah.
More to say. Na Patrick your friend say.
Patrick your friend me we help me no so alias kese ni nyina.
Hey, and now we are Dejuma.
Patrick me ton bed sheets second hand clothes.
And I'm beside and I'm mid their way.
This beba.
Oh the beba. And until swear.
Patrick your friend me Grace there.
Okay.
Ton foodstuffs. Banshee brodier, tomatoes, provisions.
It will Maya saying. Mama start with you, Mina. Umaya saying.
Patrick me my too. Obaba akuna be ma ba ko.
Now, what worry?
Patrick Debbie.
It will be a single mother.
Patrick.
Yen go through your daily routine as a mother, single mother. I will sanko jom eko kotonioma.
Enye easy sir. Because so be sorry ahomache. Na we fifie. Na wa ba fie late. Na say ebi a what crying. Na wuni onye bi ote won nchen obehwe wonkwala ma wa enye adewa kra ema anhwe yi ankwala no betimi age won nsam kohie na mfobone a ona wadwuma obre nyina no na akoye ade a eyedin ene enyan enti enye asam ketua say we are single parents e won krabontin so na wudi dwa because one konso a sika ni wa wo de bebo ankwale akọ school and how de bebo awom obetua wo light bill water bill ne wo shelter enye easy sister
it here no pa wo sorry time be na wakodwom
se pay aba na me ton de bi wa be 4:30 ese me wo krom na menya de efe na se ukotwa fosu de and de fosu de 6 o'clock de wo kwa eye ni nyina no se nkola no obeja wo mo ofie
it will join my when home.
Nyamepe. Nyamepe.
Me ba baby sawa sembi na membra Auntie Grace. So Auntie Grace, what on nyoma wo jom for how long?
Pacho be 25 years ni.
O my saying.
Me ba 3.
Enti we ye den na wo hwe mo combine wo worry there.
Pacho da bi.
So we single mother.
Pacho.
We ye den na wo combine se wo ko jom na wo san hwe nkwala me ense.
Enya easy me de ne de sronko. Afise be manankasa no oja me honomo se me ni baby a owo baby a oti me ni baby a oti ti me hwe nkoda ya attacks be kokro 4 o'clock 5 o'clock attacks be koda jom na ma pre niema esese me to abeton wɔ dwom enti no me lock you wɔ dem na ma free market at least me bedu fie 5:30 6 na ma gya nneɛma no makata so na ma kɔ fie akɔnyane omu na ma dware omu asa na ɔma kɔ school obi wɔ me sorry at night me dware omu na ɛka atare ɔmo bɛhyɛ ti mi de penyi kakra mi kyerɛ ne sɛ atare ani but asɛ n'ani kum ti no ɔnkae deɛ meka no nti ɛsɛ me kɔ fie back kɔhyɛ ɔmo atare sika kora tan sɛ de chop money a mede bɛma ɔmo no bi ni hɔ nti ɛsɛ nneɛma a mede ba no ɛsɛ me delay na obi bɛtɔ bi na mede sika no akɔ ma ɔmo chop money na ɔmo ayɛ late bi wɔ hɔ a mede ɔmo kɔ school na ma bɛtɔ nneɛma kakra na ma kɔ back ansa na me kɔ ma ɔmo feeding fee ɛwɔ school ɛnyɛ easy.
Na wogye ɔmo wɔ fie a ɔsi megye ɔmo wɔ fie megye ɔmo wɔ fie nti ɔmo susua nketenkete no na wogye ɔmo ma hwan
ɔmo susua no ebi wɔ hɔ a fiefoɔ na ɛwɔ hɔ no na ma gya ɔmo sɛ ɔmo free school ba a mepakyɛ ɔmo hwɛ ɔmo ma me ma gya ɔmo duane metɔ ade kakra ɛsɛ me bɛgya aduane ana sika ɛma ɔmo sɛ mepakyɛ ɔmo ba a mo hwɛ ɔmo ma me si ɔmo nyi kakra ba no na mekyerɛ ɔmo market kwan nti panyin no ɔsɔ ne nuane nsa na ɔde ɔmo atwa kwan ba market na akɔda panyin deɛ mepɛ ɔne ho sɛ ɔba na aduane no ɔda na wante sɛ fa wei a ɔmfa fi sɛ ɔbɛsoa na ɔsɛ deɛ na ɛyɛ ɔsɛ ne tie ne apɛ na ɔsɛ kɔmɔde no because wankae sɛ mesi wɔmfa wei ɔndi nti no gye sɛ ɔmo ba market hɔ na mama ɔmo duane enti market no mekɔ fie mefiri fie anadwo a makɔ fie anadwo anukura me spend me day wɔ fie da Monday to Monday, Saturday to Saturday, Sunday to Sunday. My lifestyle, no.
Let me bring you in, Mina. How much do you make in a day to take care of these children?
It depends on the market. Say, a job or what, and there's sometimes we be 1 million tete sikanumu, and I say 2 million. It depends. Say, enyama your two idea and
you'll be able to.
Yeah.
So how much? Let's roughly say how much you are making in a day, how much you are spending on the children's feeding in a day.
Hey, now 1 million e be beka. Ko yi feeding fee, way fee. No way to wi a. Mpacho e bi nka o.
So how do you survive?
Nti we mia we ni anye susu a. Susu na ye wo dwomu na no na ye boa ye kakra. Because obi beka say church girl there mini boyfriend and a mini alomobia or babia until me depend me expenses in na wo dwana me di no so ano pe na ti me boa me nti nya me pe na hwe yan wo hwe wa pay ni expenses there but wo hu dia obeye na nya me edi we.
So if you say church girl you don't have you don't plan on getting married again? Which is it? I just want to know.
I'm still searching.
You're still searching. But you haven't found yet.
No.
Auntie Grace, let me bring you into this conversation. Again, you know, the whole conversation about these children, who is taking care of them. How do you pay their school fees? How much money do you make in a month to be able to pay 3 children's school fees?
Yes. Dear Bani say, near mana yet to anami fasa, me started bunch in the brody. But ushe income na ebano atas uko fa bakura na say enti won't me nya sika no kura mpo me ni sika so nti ese me ko free na me ton asa na me tuya ni panika enti ni nyina ko ye problem si amasa say me ko loan me ko pay bosia na me ko tuya nkoda school fees ana me ko tuya banchi wura na body ni wura ni school fees ni sika ansa na me tumi anya bi wo mo de atuya o mo school fees enti ni nyina ko ye stress problem the one top bibia at the end of the month one your income bia they say nipa na ukoji sika no no onu so otwe enti hu the way a obeye nkoda no they say de ombedi no wa fight ama omo atanse ye me say me gya omo ho me dwane gya omo atanse ye me say me ami kumi ho because me hwe bra me bre papa nka ho me ni baby awo ankoda yi ni ho atiti ukoji obi sika anokofa obi nema utone sika na so a no ba begu mani masi or begu mani masi ni atiti bebre.
Grace, let me find out from you. How old were the children when the man ran away?
The first one was 6 years. Yes, 6 years.
How old are they now?
Now, the first one is 25 years now, and then the second is 23 years now. But they don't know him. If the man is here now, they cannot even point that this is my father that I know before. They cannot identify their father. They don't know him at all.
So you haven't seen him in 20 years.
Yes,
Did you try to look for him?
yes, I went to their parents, but they couldn't find him. As at now.
What made him run away?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Was there a fight in the house?
Oh, no, 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 no. Me, I never even fight
Is
before
it
in my life.
woman issues? Did
No,
he
no, no,
find
no,
another
no.
woman?
No. I think it's jobless and then
He was jobless.
yes, yes, yes. So I don't know where he is now. As at now we are talking. I don't know. So the children don't know him. So for the education further, now I'm fed up. I don't have money to. But if you see the girl now, for yourself you can help her because a very nice girl, respectful and others, but short of money. Yeah, now I don't have money. So now before I'm trying, he completed the JSS, but now before I'm trying for her to further the education again. So this is my problem. So every woman, if your friend is suffering, if you see her, or let's say all Ghanaians, if someone is suffering, like a woman, or everybody must support that person. Seriously. That because of that, the people are running away from their children, or they are killing their children because of of stress.
Wow, it's quite a sad story to know that the man ran away over 20 years ago. She doesn't even know where he is. The children don't know their father. If they should meet their father, they don't know. And it's quite sad. She's been struggling to take care of these children. And now she's tired. She says she can't pay school fees again. And so she just has to let the children drop out of school. What can we do to help such a mother? 3 children, no father. She's done it for 20 years. I also have Mina here, but of course today we'll put a smile on these women's faces, and a very big thank you to Labadi Beach Hotel for making this possible. This lovely place is Labadi Beach Hotel, and if you're looking for a place to have your event, look no other than this place. Now this place has the best of ambience. They have beautiful rooms, they have the best of food, everything you need. When we talk about event, Labadi Beach Hotel will give it to you, so look no further. Now we are also talking about this mothering the mother conversation with another woman who is also a single mother who has been struggling to take care of her children, 2 children with no father. Mina, where are they? Where are your children now?
They are there, now grown up.
How old are they?
40 and 38.
Huh?
Yeah.
40 years and 38 years. How old are you?
I'm beautiful.
I love that. You are beautiful. But what happened to their father? Where is he?
He left us.
Just like that?
Just like that.
What happened?
Because he was chasing another woman, and I talked about it, and he left.
You were talking about it, you complained,
I
and he left.
complained, yeah.
Have you seen him after he left?
A long time ago. That was a long time ago.
Over how many
The
years?
younger one doesn't even know him.
So how old were they when he left?
2 and 3. Yeah. 2 and 3.
Now, Timina, wait. I need to get this one well. 2 and 3, meaning that the 3-year-old is the one who is 40.
Yeah.
So you've done this for 37 years with no man by your side.
Alone.
Alone. I was asking you earlier, where do you leave these children when you have to go to the market? You said you leave them alone.
Initially, I couldn't stand the heat, so I sent the younger one to my sister, who is also single, and I was handling the boy, Kweku. So later, I brought them together so that they could know each other. So one went to my sister, and then I handled the boy.
So what do they do now for a living?
Ima is a baba, and Mama is also struggling to. He has already finished secondary school, but I couldn't further. She's very good in uh, management, but I couldn't further her, so she is there. She wants to learn some trade.
How does that make you feel that you couldn't further the children's education? Do you sometimes
I
feel
cry
if the man was
Sometimes I cry because I was very good in school, but nobody helped me and my children too. When the ladies were talking about the press, I was quiet. I didn't know what it was by then. So I cry sometimes alone.
Do you want a hug? Let me give you a tissue. I'll come to you and I'll hug you for all your hard work you've done. Let me pass behind you, Auntie Grace.
Sorry.
Okay? It's okay to cry sometimes. It's okay to cry. It's okay to cry. All right? Have a seat.
Thank you.
And I don't know, sometimes doing this show gets you very emotional. I try to hold back my tears. I have to. It's never easy having a show like this. But that's why we celebrate you women today. Auntie Grace, I know you are very emotional as well. Do you sometimes wish the man was there?
Sir?
Do you sometimes wish your husband was there? He never left.
Oh, yes. Yes, because I'm tired.
You're
That's-
tired.
Yes. And I owe debts because of their children.
How much do you owe?
I owe debt. Like my debt is now about 3,300 because of their children. And I owe debts. And I decide to kill myself at times because of these problems. The girl, if you see my girl now, you would like to even to take her because a very nice girl, only one girl that I have. You see, at times if I remember things that I passed through, it's paining me because of men. How? How come? I'm a forceful woman. I try a lot. I can't even sleep in the house one day. As at now I'm talking, I can't even sleep. I never stayed in house a day before. Monday to Monday, Tuesday to Tuesday, Sunday to Sunday. How? All come because of.
That is why we celebrate you today. We celebrate
So
your
it's not
hard
easy
work.
for a woman.
Who is putting a smile on your face as we are here to do that? And Tamina, you have done well for your children. I know they are definitely happy that God chose you as their mother. May God bless you and continue to give you the strength that you have so far. Auntie Grace, may God protect you and continue to give you the strength. But don't kill yourselves. All hope is not lost. Okay? All hope is not lost. I have 3 other mothers who share their stories with us as well. Stay glued to your television set. But a very big thank you to all our sponsors, especially Labadi Beach Hotel. Thank you so much. Now, when I say especially, the especially runs through to all the sponsors, to Savida Bonre Kente, to Sky Mineral Water, to Mac Felix, to Medisoft, to El Olam Event Solutions, to all our sponsors, especially Sankofa Natural Spices as well. We are super grateful. And Silver Hair GH, thank you so much. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we have the other 3 ladies joining us. We'll be right back. We are still mothering the mothers today. Happy Mother's Day to every mother out there. And a very big thank you to Labadi Beach Hotel for giving us this beautiful place for such a great show to put a smile on the faces of mothers. The question here is, who mothers the mother? Nobody does. And that's why we at Joy Prime have decided to put a smile on their faces. We celebrate every mother out there. A big thank you once again to Silver Hair Salon. They are giving our mothers a treat this day. So they go for some spa treatment. Also, a big thank you to Mark Felix for giving them plantain chips. They make the best plantain chips in town. Also, Medisoft. Now, if you're looking for the soap that actually is a medicated soap that kills germs, 99% of germs, Medisoft is the right soap to get. Sky Mineral Water, the best water in town. Now, when you drink it, you feel that, your blood is circulating very well in your system. Don't get any other water. Get Sky Mineral Water. It does quench your thirst, and actually, it keeps you hydrated all the time. A big, big thank you to Savida Boinre Kente. Now, we know that everywhere you go, you can wear Kente and look fabulous, right? Make sure you get your Kente from Savida Boinre Kente. They make the best Kente in town. Every now and then, people are asking me, where do you get your Kente from? It's Savida. Don't ask again, I'm just telling you, it's Savida. Savida always gives me the best Kente. Also, a big thank you to Sankofa Natural Spices. Now, there are so many spices on the market, but they mix it with some additives. Sankofa, no mixture at all. No sugar, no salt, no additive. We are talking about natural spices, and Sankofa will give you that. So you can't say, when you have some spices, you can get cancer or stuff. No, Sankofa doesn't do that. It's natural, 100% natural. So for the healthy people out there, go get your Sankofa natural spices. A big thank you to everybody who has made this possible, and a thank you to Ladies in Collections for giving me this lovely outfit. I have my other 3 ladies here who are going to share their stories with us. How have they been able to survive as working mothers, making an ends meet and taking care of their children? Like we did before, we will let them introduce themselves. Hello, welcome.
Thank you.
How are you?
Fine.
You're looking nice.
Thank you.
You're looking very nice. So let me start with you. Your name?
Gladys.
Gladys. Okay. And Gladys, what do you do?
Tilapia.
You sell tilapia. You sell tilapia. And you?
From Abana.
And
Tom Bayere. Yeah.
Okay. And you?
Doris Abrodefe.
Okay.
Provision ingredients.
Provisions and ingredients. Let me ask how long you've been doing this for, Gladys. What on your man for how long?
Mama. 25 years.
Umaya saying.
Umaya for.
And Mukwana Oshomo.
Me patron. 15 years. Coin. I'm papa. Timmy Kwana show.
15 years. Now we are there now show. For 15 years and Kuala 4. What on tilapia now the show? Now when you're saying Okojoma, what on your mark?
Me to me interest say na me it is say ninya answer. Me share jansa bi o ninya answer. Nti amase me dia na ma di obi sika. So sisi aso a me niska bio. Nti ya we ko free na ma beton.
So what about the people that you owe? Omo audi omo kano. I mean, don't they
sometimes so me kwa omo mami. Na ma be free. So sometimes nyame ka obi akoma na wa mami bi. Na ma beton.
How old are your children? How omo the saying how old?
This year penyin no anya 34, 32. And na chiri bane di 25. There also the 20 and na kitwanu year 60.
So do they help you in the market now? See omo boa eton ade ana.
Mienu ye bema. And na mienu so ye oba. Oba no de oba de to so 3 no. Onu oko school crown to me nsua ade. Enti oye we o sua ade pa. Na kitwa no kura na ewo ho isi a onu na oko school te obekọ kura na last be ye bi ba ikrom krom na me di akolom koe omo ni ewu but me ka se omo betimi ahwe omo mo se eya me ma omo nche enti kitwa no beko school this year no na me frɛ baako se obeko school enti ombo am o se sisi a onye dwumanti oni hwe say you so nyame daruma obi afri mi na mito kakra na okoye ti ni brother no so ono so kira ade so wa wunim sisi a nyama e basa nti o ma no ma me kakra say me fa buano.
Auntie,
Yes,
Mami for
ma'am, dear.
Osumbrem. What on your ma for how long?
About 25 years.
25 years. Na umaya say?
My 4.
Four children. Where is their father?
Papa.
Oh. Are you married to him?
And so, I'm saying, what, Menkwana Mishe.
How come?
Papa, so Jao Munina Gumiso. They say, you be omebedi, to say, be a school some more, dear new, you know, and so many bemanity.
So you live with him? With the 4 children?
And I'm in netty. And so, you're burning day, and I do my baby. Until I was saying, Mano, you me, any, near to me show.
But does he work? He works. So why is he not taking care of them? What does he do?
Only be no so bende. No pampa boa. Only be a bende. Oh, bata no na akola no hian. Is obe man aduane adi. Obe man school some money ade. Second one now oko school oko Pentecost University. Mia sika kuta no ache mienu na de fan kotua school fees. Uko drudwoma na ja wo de nsa dansa yim. Na pache. Se omuhu mabone ma obi. Obeton a binya kakra. Na odi amawo. Tisa phone kitwa pa de oye JSS ono was want to us intimejano na first one oye adma second one call university no onso okira de third one so kira de tisa nyame adum ahwe omo so saa ohia ni ba aye omo so saa kakra se wode omo call monim me ensa no kra de omo nyina wale tisa ama me ho ahen ha me kakra ni nyina ye nyame.
What about you? How many children?
2.
2 children. Where's their father?
Passion papa me hu.
O ka se hu na ase say.
O akra nso me nim baby ote.
Were you with him before? Were you married? What happened that he left?
Na me ne nete. No kra me say o driver ni nti o kokwan so aba. Okoye me friend no na so o makodu. Nti okoye every week bia okwa no aba. Afi de okoye no so beba. Ni ameti ye ni say wakoware. Ewo be bia okọ no. Na me say na so wakoware a me na won hwe me kra wo ma no nso e. Ono nso e won hwe wo. See na yeti family house, omo family house. Na me hwe se de anyama se ko kire se ono a on frɛ ye on bisa nkoda na se nkoda no sususu a on bisa o ma se so mo edidi o so mo aye dan o afi de ato me nko a na e wo se me kɔ mawofo nti misisa me nyama e na me kɔ mawofo me kɔ ye na akiri mu na me ti se ye se waba me san kɔ ye se me kɔ hwɛ se wo hɔ no me kɔ ye na ɔkɔ nti na wo se me ka mawofo satan na nkoda no susakra ade chi nso a me ma me na me wɔ ne hɔ no nso onye adwuma bia otifie me nso makoka ne ho nti na ni enyan nti me sorry a ende na me di meti ase agbugburuhyi kwan so me kɔ bayrefuo mu a na makopa obi cho se me soro mo a pese mo ma me bayra o ha nti omo ma me a nyame no me ka adom ni nti no mo di ama me di gu omo nkyɛn hɔ a na mabɔno dongomi na maton se me ton na sensan ya me di ni aka ni gya omo a se de ebe ya omo sika no betimi abɔ ano na me di ama o me di mu kakra me ton so a enso a menye bi e de ahwɛ nkoda no che se basa one day girl no na ekita me o hye machi nti me di ni koye ase ma bre nti meyi na esi me nkyɛn e na nkrofo nso yiyi bayre ni bi me hwɛ ya akoda na yera oh konkoma ma hwehwa kode ya hwehwa na me hunu da fiti besa no pa 10 ekopim enwumre be 5:30 ansana me ko hunu yesi osi no osu a onim kasa nso sada no die e ka me ne menyame me sun yie e makakra na me ton ye no me sre nkrofo no e na me di kan bare na aka no ma wo e na me free dwom man ko biom na me di beso ya dansoma market nso me bubu red oil na me ton red oil nso bisa se ni pass dodo se na timi ton red oil a day a menye bia ma o mako school na ye benye bi nso ato aduane yedi na edi dodo na o go market o de o munim me gugu musa e na me ma me be ka kire me se red oil no kwa no emwa me nti mi nko find toast kakra meko kakra we kakra na me fan beguso at least e bebo enwumre 6 ne de na ya to kakra ya Antoni nyina krapa me to mori a menye bi atwi meko na me ni nkoda no ye die na me ka kire se yo nti ade chi red oil sika kakra me bo ano no e na me de ko fa nyama no kakra e de begu red oil ni nchen e na me de manage so lucky sada na me ko bae no ye to mu kakra e ma me nya bi man koda no nti ma sada no de ase me nya akuma toyem kakra e na me di balance me di kakra ma panyin no be wie SS ko owie JSS ko SS be ko Ghana Telecom University ni nyina na ntosi ni we na
ntosi na woton na awutumi di tua Oba University na sen na wunya
da me nya ahe me gi loan.
So everybody is surviving on loan. How do you pay your loans then?
Loan no me ntimi ntua nyame anim no kware ni because ejuma na me ye no me nya income no bebre sa e na loan no so mo de ma na se wo de kodwem baako wontimi nya in bog emfa nkofa nyama ne biom na che se eno anu no eno ensu na ye di eno ensu na be start atua mu loan na nti wonya tua loan no be 3 or 4 times pe na che se wa drop it down wontimi nya hwe biom and the akana woni loan for na asem me de ye bro me da ye loan for boom me de bia.
So how much do you think you are owing? O loan na wajije no o hwa wo de weni susu a be sen
loan me ngi no fa ko me gi wa ha na ma gi wa ha na ma gi wa ha ansana
na ni nyina so ntumi ntia
ni nyina ebi wo ho a obi dia metimi tua du ebi aka be 3 or 4 na je se emu ayedin nti ho no na je se o se o struggle na omo ba wan o ka ni o be ka kire omo kra omo de omo sika na omo ye den omo pe e wo ho na wan ma omo nso a esense omo nim ufie ni nti no omo be ba ufie wo da omo akikra omo be ba be bo upunu
no mabo
obi loan for ni be me bese me bo omudin omudie watade kra mutimi ro wo ho yes
omuro no mayeden
oh jenisika.
Wow, Auntie Gladys, what experience is same? What did you loan etwa ho ahia?
Ya me surenti kaso ho no ya omu free na mai nti se omu free wa na wa ye se ukotua nti loan dia ya me suru nti minji omu de free me si American kra ba kukra me di ni ka be 25 million.
Would you be 25 million? Na be rate ya. I said ni na ye loan ni biu. Ana.
Say we no on interest. Wo de komana.
Na nti wo so wa gigi loan.
Oh, me mom de fat loan de me GB. Na me suro. Me mani susa ni nyina omo ba ne ombe ba wo so saa. Bet me suro. Me ko je na menti me antua. Me nya gifo. Nti ye ne me kodwom a ma ne de omo hu ye mobo. Pa cha o mami bi. Me ka mere bi asem we de bi a me ka me nya akada. Me second born na omo be ya ade e wo school. Ade be chenso amma kodwom. Wase ma ye ba ne den. Na me se me den owura. Wo de ma me ma obi na fa ko. Me duru dwom a me pa obi. Me pa ne chawa obe ma me ne ma ne bi na me de aba wo de ne nya. Nti je ko. Na me de ma no me sika ne mu ayesen. na me man half no de koi me duru dwoma me kodi bayira no sika ne ka 1 million maame ne so maame nsesa bayira no obi ogina chire ene baye oh na wonim abna dan so ma wonim no akwara we wonya pasa nti fama ne man nko ma sister fama ne man nko jano kra na ono wo be de bebrɛ sister nti me gina ho no kra me bo mani na me su me se e maame ampani ampa maame na akoto sesa bayira ne maame se giko na me de baye beton wie no me kofa ne Friday Monday na me de sika koma no ti loan for ne de ma ye adwuma most best 30 years ni me ne o mo ni adwuma fi se wo ba gie no ntimi ntua na afi aye wo fere na o mo be jojo dwom ho mo kasa
baby obi be kasa wo nje because wo strategy but ono no de
wa anye a
any that's one ni baby
sawo me de na me
nti pese ye be bodo
ibe jojo o mo de mutimi jojo nipa o
oni any that's
mutimi jojo nipa o mo be ye wo free basa nti na me suro ti nkakra na ekuta me na ne me mia mania na manage ni saa ene ekitu half kra na misika ne beso na matode aba
itisi a also manage the same
they say me man no penny ne wo be 38 years
okay
na de oye adwuma na wo be 35 years na third one kitwa no kra wo 22 years
okay na
third one so wo be 32
okay nice and I want to manage the same
pacho
penny wo 20 wo mo ayi
na kitwa no 19 19
omo nyina ko school moya de pa enti na na ye ba ye a ye pese monim yesre enti esu no de esi a ye betwa so ye janyam ya ye bi God has been good. God has been good. I mean, see you through all these years. Look at the ages. It's not easy. 28 years and 19 years. And yours is 32. That's your oldest. 27. 20. 16. And yours?
38, 35, 32. And 24.
And 24. God has been good. You've done well. You've done awesome. It's never easy. But hey, you've done it. Congratulations. Nyami Shramo. Now, on koso mama holding. We had a conversation with two other women, and so before I invite them to take over, I promised you earlier that we have no. So what I was okay. You're still watching Who Mothers Are the Mother. I mean, mothering our mothers. That is what we call it today because nobody mothers them. You've heard their stories, quite a sad one, but they've kept their heads up and they've managed to see their children through education. It's time for us to put a smile on their faces. I promised you earlier that Cece Beidou will be here, and he's here. He's going to give us some tunes that we can dance to, and then we can give them some presentation from our sponsors. A very, very big thank you to you, Labadi Beach Hotel, for giving us this great place. Now, if you're looking for a place to have your event, look no further. Please and please again, make sure you make your way to Labadi Beach Hotel. A big thank you to Sky Mineral Water. They make the best water in town. I love the taste. I love that it keeps me hydrated. You should try it if you haven't tried it yet. A very big thank you to Savida Bonre Kente. They always make me look fabulous anytime I wear Kente. They are making sure they put smiles on the faces of our mothers today. So every mother will go home with some Kente today. Kente, and I bet you Kente. A big thank you to Mark Felix as well for giving us plantain chips to give to our mothers to put a smile on their faces. Sankofa Natural Spices. I know our mothers love to cook, and so they can't go home without the natural spices. Sankofa has it for them, and they are giving them these spices. Also, Medisoft. Medisoft soap is actually medicated soap. If you want a good medicated soap that kills 99% of bacteria, this is the soap that will do that job for you. Make sure you get it. And they are also putting a smile on the faces of our mothers today. Want to say a big thank you to every single sponsor out there. Silver Hair GH, my goodness, they are giving them a spa treatment, and so they'll all go away with some voucher from Silver Hair Spa, and they will give you some spa treatment. Massage ni adi, ya massage mo pay. Munya bida, and yes, Silver Spa dear, omoba massage mo body. On that note, it's time for me to invite our musician in the building. A big round of applause as we welcome Minister Cici Baidu. Momo Musempeshiano.
Happy Mother's Day to everyone watching. And this is my prayer for your children, that the Holy Spirit will help them. Hey! Sum sum kron krone, Yesu te chijao nane. Mile sum sum kron kron, Yesu te chijao nane. Say yana barabwe, ni nara friwara, adunya miye. Wara ni eri danu Sunsumbu wafuwe Oine Help of the helpless Yena baramboyo Ni nara fiwara Adunya miye Wara ni eri danu Eje Sunsumbu wafuwe Shake your body. Hey. Who's that most Come on.
Anyway, thank you so much, Minister Cici Baidu.
And
we are super grateful. What do you want to say to mothers out there? Maybe you have a special one you want to wish a happy Mother's Day.
I want to wish my mother a happy Mother's Day. One of the very fondest memories I have is, she teaching us how to bake bread.
Oh, wow.
And we selling bread and all that. I want to wish my mother, Auntie Sophia, happy Mother's Day. And happy Mother's Day to all of you. Every mother watching, God bless you so much for everything that you do in bringing us up. God bless you so. May the Lord also help every seed that you brought onto this earth to fulfill destiny and do everything that you're supposed to do in their lives. Amen.
Amen. At this point, I want to invite our rep from Sankofa Natural Spices to do this presentation for us.
Thank you, Rosalind, for such a wonderful program celebrating our Mother's Day. I think they deserve it.
They do deserve it.
And from Sankofa Natural Spices, this is what we have for our mothers. And I want to present it to you so that you give it to them on our behalf.
All right.
And this, I think, if you are thinking of spices, you need to think of Sankofa. Because as our slogan goes, the year, you are what you eat. So whatever you eat, you need to be, considerate with it. And if you want to go for spices, then go for Sankofa.
Thank you so much. So I'll start with a presentation. Today has been great. We are actually celebrating every mother out there. Very, very big happy Mother's Day to my mother, Mrs. Gloria Kwasi. Now you are not Mrs. Gloria Kwasi, but Dame Gloria Kwasi. That is how much you've risen in life. And you did this, balancing this with taking care of us. We are super grateful. We pray that God will continue to bless you and give you the strength that you keep using to take care of us and nurture us. We are still your babies. I want to say a very big thank you to all our sponsors. Now, I've mentioned the sponsors over and over, but it's time for you to pick your your pen and your paper and write down their numbers. A big thank you to Sankofa. If you want to call Sankofa, easy like that. 0555 603143. 0555 603143. A big thank you to Medisoft as well. You can call on them. With Medisoft, if you go online, it's easy to get them. So just go online. They're on social media, everywhere. Go online and get them. Now, one thing about Medisoft is that they give you the best medicated soap in town, killing 99% of germs. Also, a big thank you to my other sponsors. A big thank you to Savida Bonre Kente. I know you are always wondering where you can get quality Kente. This is a place to get your quality Kente from. And their number to call is 024 327 951. 024 327 951. A big thank you to Mark Felix. 024 3911 231. 024 3911 231. Big thank you also to Silver Hair Salon for giving us the spa treat. 024 367 0361. 024 367 0361. A big thank you to El Olam Event Solutions. And if you want to call Solutions, actually, it's very easy for you to call them. 024 0086 535 024 535. I know most of you have been wondering who did the decor. So you are like, okay, how do I call the decor person? Now it's time for me to give you her number. It's 054 924 4098. 054 924 4098. And also Sky Mineral Water. They are in town. Best water in town. Just call them. Simple like that. Now, this is the number that you can reach them on. 026 768 5470. 026 768 5470. We couldn't have done this without all our sponsors, and we are super grateful. Big thank you to Labadi Beach Hotel, and thank you to our mothers who availed themselves today for us to be able to put a smile on their faces. My name is Rosalind Felly. I did not do this alone. A very, very big thank you to the production team. You enjoy the rest of your day. My name once again is Rosalind Felly. Bye.